All right. Jumping back in at 1100 here. Oh. All right, e4, e5. So knight e7. Here we need to take this one. Okay, castles make sense. Whoa! Very happy to take that. My knight has this beautiful e5 square now. Wow. No complaints from me. This is just great stuff. The knight's also being kept out. Now we get to trade it off. Perfect. Couldn't have gone any better. If that knight got to d4 and maybe f5, okay. It's more of a case to be made for white's position, but here, bishop on b3 is not very good. This move drops material. Yeah, there's bishop c4, so we should just take. We can play d5 here, which I actually like, but let's do this. So our rook is on this side of the d pawn, which I think is better. All right, perfect. King up, h5, no worries. Normally I would take it, but I don't really want to give an outside pass pawn, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Rook takes e4, rook f1. Safe to say it's not necessary. We're up the exchange, but it's definitely not that easy. This looks great, but I'm hopeful that this gets me some quicker wins. Just because of that pawn. Here, d4, e4 is always possible. Okay, and we have this. Here, this is bishop f1. This wins the bishop, but this actually sets up mate. And now there's no king g1, so this is mate once again. That should get things completed. Nice. Okay. kind of played one of our openings here. Takes, B takes. Yeah, I like the position. We have E5, E6, castle. Am I only playing with the black pieces? I hope not. I don't believe so, because I have so many openings with white to show as well. But yeah, bishop E3 was very helpful. Very helpful. Why did I choose to be from Albania? Because my girlfriend's from Albania. Looks like a bad scotch. It is. That's exactly right. You see that position in the wild? Bad scotch. That's all you think. Black's basically made so many achievements in the position that he would normally have to work for in the scotch. Okay, we got the white pieces here. Gotta pre-move this. You have to pre-move it. It's necessary. Now, I could also go out here, but if I was playing a stronger player, I would play this. So I'm just going to play this, what I think is the safer move. That move really helps, obviously. Okay. You guys are going to see me play rook e1 and maybe this. Why? Look at my opponent's position. There's no bishop b7. So if this bishop, if he somehow achieves e5, and then bishop g4, his positions may be okay. I'm going to work to not allow that. Maybe he wants to move the bishop and then move the pawn and then play bishop b7, but look how long that takes. I don't know if that's worth it. Still can't play this. Rook d1. Technically, we can take this. I think this is the way to do it. Take, take. More important to take that one. So if he doesn't take it, I still have a good position, you know? I'll play knight here, bishop here, maybe lift the rook, pawn's hanging. If you do take, I'll come in here, queen g6, take the pawn. Okay, let's play this. Queen f5 is annoying because I don't want to take it. So I'll play queen d2 and then rook d5. Take the queen out. Rook e5, queen g4, h3, queen h5, and then bishop e7. Should work. Okay. It's double. I'm gonna make an escape square. Just a little escape square. e5, alright. I'll take. I'll fall for it. I don't want to leave my rook there, but I'll play the smart move. The normal move. Okay. I thought he would take it, actually. Kind of clever. Let's just put the bishop here. Bishop's so nice there because it also defends f2. b4, keep that solid. f3 is also a nice move because we know he wants to put the bishop there. Even if my bishop wasn't there, that still wasn't a very good move. GG. Rainbow Capital. This was a pleasant game, but I have to say one of our openings, which I really like, is working really well, is the one against the French. And no, it's not because it's a crushing position early on. There are a few things that can go wrong. A very common mistake so far has been this, just forgetting about that pawn. If they happen to play the very best move, which I haven't even seen yet, then you just go here and take the bishop, nice and easy. And then if they do something normal like this, I pretty much just bring my queen back, play bishop e2, d3, castle. I only play d4 if they play a move like this and just give me the move for free. But otherwise, I don't like it as much because e5. So of all the openings, DLM, I have to say this one has been working very well. It's very like, I don't know, the pre-move knight f3 catches people a lot, and I've enjoyed it. Like, it's not stressful at all. Because you know the worst is you're going to be okay. All right, d4, e5, the undefeated, a great and powerful opening. Let's go here. Could just take, but we'll do this. Knight there. He definitely wants to play that, but he'll drop the pawn in doing so. Can't quite do that, so we're gonna go d6. Assume knight f3 will happen. Okay, this one, which means I'm at least thinking about knight g4 more than usual. I like bishop g4 though, because it forces queen here, or you have to walk into this pin. But knight here also forces g3. I just wish I had something better. So we could go like go very aggressive, but I don't think we need to. I'll just go here. And queen h5 next. Because I'm assuming the knight's going to go to f3 no matter what. We just take. This doesn't really lead anywhere because I don't have my bishop here. If I did, I'd feel a little bit better, but this bishop can just kind of come out here. Yeah, not good enough, I think. This is a good position, though. All right. Now, the goal should be to trade these bishops. If we trade those bishops, we're happy. For sure. Now, it comes with the caveat that I'm undoubling his pawns, so I'll go here for now. But now we have it on demand, whenever we want. I'm going to go knight here, because this is where I want my knight, on f4, or at least dealing with it. Here, maybe rook f6. Trying to put enough pressure on him that he eventually, takes or something. Let's go here. He's showing some impressive resistance. Right, like good understanding to not trade those bishops off. Okay, now my bishop's going here, and they'll definitely have a few questions to answer. Like to take, but I think this should be fine because there's a mating net here that doesn't really have an answer. GG. Safe as milk. It's kind of an interesting game. It felt to me like he was playing quite well, had a very good understanding of like, I should never make this move as white, and if that ever happens, I'm very happy. He had very good understanding of like controlling the f4 square, not even taking here, like keeping the bishop. And even here, like bishop f4, yeah, it's good. He's like winning this pawn, but this is such a nasty series of moves, and it almost looks like it can't be stopped. And he just kind of got mated. I don't know how else to say it. Like it just happened. All of a sudden, there was mate. So yeah, it was such a weird game. I feel like he played really well, and then all of a sudden the game was over. Mate. All right, e4, e5. Nice and simple. Here we get to play the Hambleton defense. Oh, he just takes. Now, honestly, I can take pretty much in any way I want here. Queen takes, knight c3 and d4 doesn't seem fantastic. I'm actually just gonna take like that. A little h3, h5 maybe. That could be concerning because then h3, we don't have h5 as much. Okay. This one is happening next, isn't it? Yeah, we definitely don't want to take, so we're gonna need to move that bishop now. Same thing as last game. We don't want to get sucked into that. I'd love to have h6 in. For now, this move, we have bishop f3 though. Yeah, h6 I would love. Takes, we take with a knight. This pin looks really annoying. The opponent hasn't really done anything all game to deal with it. And still, I'm not even sure the position is that bad. Yeah, so bishop here, like if I take and take, it's just even. But if I start by taking here, now all of a sudden I'm threatening to win a piece, so you can't just take it back, so you have to take here. Then I take here, and then it goes down the rabbit hole of like moves back and forth. But remember, I have 3 pieces, and white has 2 on the board. So if we both lose our bishop now, I'm just up a piece. G3 would be a good move. Would show some understanding. This one kind of does as well if the knight is trying to get to f5. If not, then I take it back, but yeah, knight g3 f5, you have to respect. Probably not when it's going to be traded and then you lose your outpost because you have to take with a pawn, but the idea was still there. Yeah, h5 and basically rook here should do the trick. This move's forced. I think we take. We should either win a piece or trade everything here. Check can also happen. This is just easy. Oh, interesting. King here gets mated. King here. King here also gets mated. Rook h2. King here might be the only one that kind of stays alive. You get kind of a funny looking checkmate here with the rook. So we got the Hamilton defense in. At least one game in it. Bishop takes c6 is not... I mean, I didn't even play a6 yet. Ruy Lopez, where you just take straight away, does not seem most dangerous. Yeah, but then this was winning a piece, so that's a mistake. I do like that queen f6 line though. As I keep mentioning, in this series, our openings with black revolve heavily around the knights looking like this with e5, and then the queen going to f6, h6, like this kind of a setup. Oh, we got the same guy, Safe as Milk. He's a good player as well. Okay. See how he handles our opening against the French. The Cobra. handles it in a very, very normal way. Brings both knights out, as I said, queen back. You could also have your queen out here, but I feel like it's just not worth it. And d3, I prefer d3 to d4. Like, at some point it's like, why not d4? It's just a better looking move, but if I was playing a stronger player, d3 would be my choice, so I'm trying to give you guys a real idea how the positions will look by sticking to that. Need to stop this. Knight c4. Let's bishop maybe back to f1. Okay, at this point, d4 actually makes a serious claim to the center, so I might be more interested. But I think I'll still start with bishop f1. Tuck. We'll go for the tuck. a4 is also very useful in these positions. Okay, now I am going to be playing d4. Can't go that long without claiming the center yourself. Eventually I will act. Okay, let's go a4. Just keep our knight cemented there, and when I see this move, I become interested in moves like knight g5, moves like knight e5. Putting this, we might see g6, wouldn't be crazy, especially because the bishop's there. Oh, okay, it's not checkmate, but there's something wrong here. Queen h7, king there. Queen h8 and knight h7, I'm not sure that actually does enough. And rook e6 hangs my knight, so I don't know if that does enough either. Okay, we're definitely going to play this check. You can't not play that check, so start with what we know. And I think we just go for knight e4. I don't know. Here, I'm not really seeing anything. I have this and knight takes maybe. This bishop's covering this. Okay, maybe we have that. It's definitely a funny position. I'm not sure if this is smart. We'll go ahead with it. Like I said, it's nice to have my bishop there, which is what I was noticing. That felt pretty important, if I'm being honest. Let's go for this check. And h3 looks good. So does f3. I kind of like f3 because it lets my king get out of the way of this rook, and it's closer to the center on f2. But like, yeah, opponents done quite well, no? This was my experience last game too. Just, I mean, I'm using the bishops. That's all I've got against this guy. Looks like he's always looking for counterplay. Now we do want to trade, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, what makes this guy a strong player is I feel like he understands what needs to be accomplished in a given position. That's not easy to do. Like, to know that in this position he kind of needs pieces on the board, or in another one he doesn't. That's not immediately obvious. Oh. No move. I mean, there's only one move, so it's kind of a weird place to not move in. GG. I think this guy's a good player. I really do. He's got hit now with 2 of our openings. I, again, like this. This opening feels nice and easy. Yeah, it's true. At the end there, I feel like he just went straight for the report button. He's, I mean, dealing with this nonsense. I think you're right. Hopefully we don't play him again. All right, Sean, we got the white pieces. We're going for this. F4. Trying to get him to take, but of course you can't force the guy. Whoa. F5. A little Wohnstaller, eh? We can match the Wohnstall energy. Or we can just push. Pushing is it's a good looking move. It's a good looking move. I'm gonna push. Ooh, that move can't help. Giving me this move with tempo as well. Let's go here just to stop c5 and maybe let him know I'm at least interested in taking the... let's go here. Yeah, e5, I'm happy to go knight c5 actually. So much so, I'm not even going to rush with that. Yeah, having more space is... it is a pretty big advantage, but it takes some getting used to. A6 is not an easy move to make. Because you see this pin. Yeah, so we can actually go bishop takes pawn here, but I don't even know if that's the best move. Yeah, we can always put a knight on d4, which was our plan. But yeah, I'll start by just doing this. Okay, it looks like we can just kind of take out every pawn. There is this and bishop there, but in the worst case is that he wins back the exchange, and in the meantime I collected a pawn, so it's not exactly a tactic. Now this is actually kind of a smart move by him, in my opinion. I'm gonna take it. So basically c6, b6, c7, b7. Love it if those were my next 4 moves. It's tough to stop. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it is tough to stop. And the only way to do it was to give up material. He wants to go g5. I don't think we're going to be overly fazed by that. Queen e1, we know that he can't trade queens with us. He can't trade, but he can blunder it. He's showing us that anything is possible. Safe to say, we did not trade. There was no trade administered. I don't even think we need this. We just bring the rook in. Should be pretty overwhelming. GG. GG to Sean. Got a nice checkmate in there as well at the end. Up to 1150. Surely deserving of a KO. All right, we're at 1150. Pushing for 1200. Let's continue. Okay, the weebs are here. C4. Don't really have a particular opening against this. Maybe we could try to make one happen. Okay. I'm going to defend that. I think we just want to send. Send. There's no knight on f3, and there's a fianchetto structure. That usually means it's time for h4, in my experience. All right. Well, that wasn't terribly difficult. Just bringing the queen in. Always got to KO the weebs. E4, E5 quickly. Pre-moved, in fact. 2 knights, make it 4. Let's plunge. Let's plunge. Go here. I think we'll castle. Whoa! Big energy from this guy, eh? Wow. That was impressive stamina, eh? You almost want, you see stuff like that, behavior like that, you almost want to harness it for good, you know? It's like a very you know, someone hacks your system, you're almost, you stand there impressed. Knight back, drops that, so yeah, I don't think we'll see anything happen there. I'll pick up the pawn, why not? I mean, I've definitely had better days. Bishop f6. Take this. It's probably going to play d6 to hit the knight. Other option is to move the bishop, but he should have played d6 instead of that move. That much I know for sure. Whoa. Buddy, you are taking some bad pawns. I'm not even going to defend this pawn. I'm just going to go here. Try to get this bishop to h6 ASAP. Remember, after rook here, that bishop is not able to move, so you can't defend your rook with your other rook. So if I play a move like this, takes, you're threatened with mate, and you can't... There's no defending your back rank, buddy. Look at this situation. He's completely screwed. Not much you could do about that either. Yep. Ouch. Ouch. All from the opening. Pegasus plunge, takes. I mean, it looks so inviting to take. Knight back, grab the center pawn. Bishop c4. c6 is kind of forced. And queen f3, and okay, at the very least, we win a pawn. I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a very pleasant game. Nice and easy. That's what I like from our new openings. Okay, he's coming at me with the different colored piece set. Knight c6, d4. Alright. There's no knight e7 on this one. This one is queen f6. It's our opening. d5. Very fair move. I think I'm going to go all the way back to b8. Bishop here, we can just move. Knight here, I'm looking at bishop b4. Let's go for it. You take this, but obviously this should be fine as well. Yeah, I had a feeling he would be interested in this, but I have this move. And then I can take here. This bishop's also hanging, so you kind of have to play that. I don't think he noticed that, which means we are going to win that piece. And with no other pieces developed, are we just going to win another piece? Just my queen. If you didn't know better, you'd assume that I did all of this with just a lone queen. Jack. I like the look of e4, bishop g4 as well. You might get really tempted by this, but e4 is a great response. Interesting move. Go for this check. e4 once again. Bishop g4 is so nasty. Very nice. This was the Scotch. I'm just going for a solid position here. Solid position. Queen f6 against the Scotch. This one is arguably one of our toughest openings to make work because it yields the biggest evaluation according to the engine for white. But we're still managing. stuck at 1200. Man, imagine having a username stuck at 1200 and you're not even 1200. Just failed as a username. At least if knight here, we can transpose. This also transposes to the undefeated. Now, this is a popular kind of sequence here. The thing about f4 is now you can't castle. I know it's a tempting move, but maybe you kind of regret it a bit. d6. Okay, see, he's trying to like attack the bishop to make it leave. We're not that bothered. If c3 will go back, I actually want that because I don't want the bishop to just be open. And if a4, we'll just play a5 or a6. Like, I'm keeping this bishop here. Okay, so there's that. We do have this move. It should be good enough. Queen has to move. It's only got these two squares, and then knight e4 no matter what. And there should be enough problems created here for us. Queen g4, maybe knight f2. Okay, just take. It's check, so there's no rook e1 or anything. Maybe this. Just because it looks like a pre-move. Pre-move blunder. It's actually a pre-move mate. The new openings are very effective. Very effective. Getting some great positions with them. They're pretty new, pretty fresh. This one, I wouldn't say is anything too much about our openings, but I'm trying to stick with our theme with the black pieces. Knight, queen. In general, trying to avoid, I don't know, like the d6, like this sort of regular looking position. We do what we can. All right, e4, knight f3, knight c3, and f5. Okay, well, this is new. I wonder how effective the plunge is. Feels like we should be going here. What the heck is f4? There's no way that's a move. e5, I mean, we could take and just take here as well. But d5 and knight takes e5 looks very, very good as well. f4 is, I mean, I want to say it's a mouse slip. Knight d4, knight takes e5. Knight's hanging. Queen h5 is also coming. He looks like he's gonna play g5. Okay. We won a bunch of pawns there. Bishop b5, check should have been played. Just sucks for black because missed an opportunity to make him play bishop d7. This is still good for me, but missed an even better chance. We can take. Knight d5 was also an interesting move there, but looked like too many things would be hanging. Lots of threats. Knight c7 mainly. Oh, this walks into an even worse one. Some pretty quick resignations here. I have the ingredients for the 7 bishop checkmate, and I'm just Not being afforded any opportunities. Okay? F5. You're surprising. Yeah, and F4 is not quite the move. Not quite. Why so serious? All right, well, let's hit him with this. So F4 is a move you don't really see too much. It's kind of like, well, why? You know? It seems fine. I don't really see the problem with it. Defends the pawn. Now white's permanently out the pawn, but black just goes exactly what I did. Goes queen e7, moves this bishop somewhere, castles, plays rook e8, and you lose. That's it. That's the game. That's how it goes. Sorry. Those are the rules. Do we want to play a move like knight b4? Probably we do. Just because this looks like such a good move next, but maybe we just stick with the formula. Knight there would have probably won the game, but I was so eager to just do our nice formula of how to win. We can go here, we can take, and it's just so many ways to win. Thinking takes because there are some big moves like that coming up. There's also queen e3 immediately, which does make a serious threat. I think I am going to take. Pawn takes here. Feels like a mistake. He does take that, but now, yeah. My opponents are being a little friendly to me today. Lots of checkmates. Lots of quick wins. But I'm definitely going to take this one. It's going to put us just over 1,200. Beautiful. But yeah, seriously. This idea of playing f4 to keep the pawn, so not worth it. Like, in this position, the evaluation is black being up half a pawn. Black, who's currently down a pawn. So that gives you an idea how good the compensation is. It's pretty nasty. But I'll take it. We're at 1,200. Our openings seem to be working well. For white, I think my favorites, or the ones I'm enjoying the most, fresh positions, always working, are against the French and the Pegasus Plunge. But we haven't seen a lot of e4, c5. So as we move up the rankings, we'll see more and more of that. It's surprising how little we have seen, though. And then with the black pieces, I am enjoying most of the e4, e5 positions where we get a knight on g6. It's a really nice attack incoming.